Hello and welcome to Growing Up in the 2000s. I'm your host, the 2000s critic. When you think of the most underrated cartoons in cartoon history, what do most of you think? There's Clerks, Teacher's Pet. I bet most of you would never even think to mention Corneil and Bernie. For those of you who don't know, Corneil and Bernie is a British-French and animated series about an intelligent talking dog, Corneil, and his dog sitter, Bernie Barges. The series was produced, written, and animated in France, and the English dub took place in London at the Second Company Studios. The series aired in the United States on the Nicktoons network. It usually aired very late at night, which is why most of you probably have never heard of it. It wasn't given much opportunity to shine here in the States. I found it by browsing Nicktoons at around 2 o'clock in the morning, hoping to stumble on a gem. I quickly fell in love with the show and tried to watch it as much as I could. But let's get back to the actual show. The show is your typical boy and his dog story, except not. Corneil is an intelligent dog. Not only can he read and write, but he is much smarter than most people in the show.
Corneil, you can talk! And much more, Bernie, but keep it to yourself.
Since he's so smart, he knows life doesn't get any better than being a pamper pet, so he does anything he can to keep people from realizing his phenomenal skills. Which is unlike the show Teacher's Pet, where the premise is a dog trying very hard to be human. This plan begins to blow up in his face when his owners hire the pin-headed Bernie Barges to dog sit. Bernie learns about Corneil's secret.
Watch my chops, shush!
It's no joke, the dog is spoke, he said, watch my chops.
They must never hear a word. A talking dog! How absurd.
Though the two frequently bicker, they form an uneasy friendship, and Corneil finds himself using his brainy powers to bail Bernie out of various schemes. Now, I know what you're thinking. It sounds like a million other shows. But see, it's different. Most of the episodes are driven by Corneil's reluctance to let anyone know that he's intelligent and can talk. The only person who does know is Bernie, whose uncle owns the apartment of Corneil's wealthy owners. Bernie found out that Corneil's speaking abilities by accident, and unfortunately he is somewhat lacking in intelligence and most of morals. All this puts Corneil in an uncomfortable position, as Bernie often takes it upon himself to be the voice of Corneil, capitalizing on Corneil's reluctance to communicate and ignoring Corneil's requests. The series was very comedic and takes advantage of all the situations the two are able to get into. Much like Ed and Eddie, Bernie gets into a bunch of jams, and it's up to Corneil to get them out. I would put it on my own personal top 50 of greatest animated series of all time. I give the show an 8 out of 10, mainly because of the concept. Although very funny, it's very funny and well used in this show. It's very overused by shows over time. So many shows at the time of Corneil and Bernie's run was using the same talking dog thing, like Teacher's Pet, Fairly Odd Parents, Family Guy, which are very similar concepts to the talking dog, but this one does it better with the comedy and how they work off each other. All in all, I think the show is worth giving a shot. If you haven't checked it out, all the episodes are on YouTube, and the creators have their own YouTube channel where they release episodes. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, I'm the 2000s critic. I remember it because someone has to. And I hope you enjoyed my review.